Hey, what's up, everybody? I am back after a short hiatus. I just want to take a little bit of a break mentally from doing food plans and doing videos. So I am back and back to using my app called My Macros Plus. I use this app to track my calories and my macros to help me gain and lose weight, whatever I want to do. So if that's of interest to you, do me a favor, please hit the like button on this video and maybe even the subscribe while you're here. I do these almost every day. I used to do them every day, but frankly, that was part of the reason I wanted to take a little bit of a break. I just got tired of doing it. The last 6 months, I've been doing them every single day. Summer's here, and I've been outside a lot doing other stuff, and mentally, I've just not been in a space to do that. And that happens with any time that you're doing a process, right? If you're losing weight, gaining weight, it's all a process, and every process has peaks and it has valleys. The valleys do not mean that you are out of your process. Believe it or not, it's actually part of the process. You're not actually out of process unless you decide not to do it anymore. Then you're out. But if it's just a peak and a valley, you're fine. Don't be too hard on yourself. But, one of the things I really kind of want to talk about today very quickly was if you find yourself in a valley, most people, their valleys are related to the food, right? They're not eating well, especially during the summertime when there's a lot of things you could be doing and drinking. People tend to still work out. They just tend to stray away from the food because it's gotten boring. And, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's no real consequence to eating bad necessarily, right? There's nothing going on. It's just like, oh, it's another day, whatever. So you allow yourself to slip. Problem is, those days, they start to add together, the slipping, and then it feels like you have more to overcome in order to, quote unquote, get back on track. So here has been my secret in order to snap back whenever I go through those moments. I actually make an adjustment, not with my food. I don't go through my food and think, well, I got to change it all to make it more exciting. What I do is I change my workouts. I actually go and I say, okay, let me adjust my workouts in some form or fashion, because what will happen is if I decide now to go higher intensity on my workouts, if I say, I'm going to turn it up a notch, well, all of a sudden that makes me feel different about the food that I'm going to eat through the rest of the day, because I'm going to think, I hit it so hard this morning, or I worked out so hard today. Do I really want to ruin, the progress that I've made by not necessarily eating correctly? Or I'll do something new that I've never done on a workout. This week I ran a 10K outside just for the hell of it, and I've never done that before. Stuff like that will snap me back, because then it goes, well, maybe I need to be careful now how I eat, because I just put all that effort and all that energy into this exercise. Do I really want to negate the good things that happen from that and the progress that I'm going to make from that by not eating well? What you actually end up doing is you create consequence with your food by adjusting the intensity or adjusting your workouts. You actually pull them closer back together. A lot of people think they're very separate, and they'll think, well, I just need to change my food back and make it exciting again. Well, maybe it's not the food. Maybe it's just the overall intensity, and you need to create consequences for the food that you eat. And you can create those on the workout and the physical side of it. If you do your normal workouts, nothing's changed. You don't feel a consequence change there. But if you go and you say, instead of working 30 minutes today, I'm going to work an hour and I'm going to just sweat like crazy and just go hard, you've created a new consequence that you had not had prior or had not experienced in some time prior. So you can do something like that, do something new, or change your intensity on your workout. Or one other sort of little secret tip I have is work out first thing in the morning, because it sets this tone overall. If you're not going to work out till 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night, that's a lot of time during the day where no consequence has been set, no guidepost or no sort of standard has been set early on. So you have this ability to kind of do what you want and whatever you feel, versus if you work out in the morning, it's sort of like planting your flag first thing that says, I am dictating how today is going to go. I've put in effort to get up early. I put in the energy on my workouts. Now I am going to use those consequences that I have created to make sure that I make the right decisions with food for the rest of the day. So that's what's up. Anyways, I think I'm wearing the same clothes I was wearing like when I did my last video a couple of weeks ago, which is not great for me. It's not a great look, but what are you going to do? So that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. We'll start looking at some food again later this week, but being it's sort of a snapback out of my my valley, I just wanted to talk about the mental aspect of this. I've talked about the mental aspect of the food before, how the food that you eat and how you have to overcome certain things, but there's also a separate mental hurdle to overcome, which is when you feel like you have strayed too far off of the path, right? Or that you feel like you've gone too far to be saved. Well, it's just part of the process. The peaks and the valleys. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So thanks y'all so much for watching. Again, if this was helpful, hit like, maybe even the subscribe. And that's it. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.